Good morning, Trinity, and welcome to another episode of the Pure Trinity podcast. What the fuck is going on downtown? I opened Momo Talk today, and what do I see? What has this school come to that we're now letting Arius students walk around like it's normal? These students who've hated Trinity for so long, their MO has been crime and violence for decades now, and they live in a trash heap. We don't know who these students are. Can we really trust them to walk around our streets? They literally tried to sacrifice a child to a god, and they beat a younger Azusa within an inch of her life. These barbaric students are not equipped to be trusted in a modern, high-trust society like Trinity. But as we all know, you can't really say that, or else the Tea Party will come for you. You'd almost think that the Tea Party has something to gain from flooding Trinity with these criminally inclined students, as if a member of the party has ties to them or something. Little history lesson here. Trinity was formed through a holy union of schools in the region, and Arius went missing 1,000 years ago. 1,000. Do you know how many semesters that is? As the legend goes, Arius never joined Trinity because they just couldn't get along with us. Disagreements on the scripture and all that. And so they've been independent for 1,000 years now. And what do they have to show for it? Their city looks like trash. All Arius students carry single-fire rifles. Why? Because they don't have the infrastructure to manufacture large quantities of ammo. 1,000 years and they never improved their ammo factories. And yet the Tea Party seems to think that these students can assimilate into Trinity. It's time to accept school realism, guys. The writing is on the whiteboard. I'm gonna show you something. Kronos won't report on this. The Tea Party doesn't want you to see this. This is just after the church bombing when the Eden Treaty was meant to be signed. Why is an Arius student aura farming over the destruction of one of our historical sites? What the hell is going on here? You tell me. Look at their halos. They're sharp. No Trinity student has a halo like this. You can't trust sharp halos. It's a biological impulse. We all understand this, but of course Kronos and the shale-controlled media will call you a haloist if you say that, to discredit you. They call you a haloist, but they never say you're wrong. But we all know what's going on here. It's student nature to notice patterns. Everyone knows most people's interaction with sharp halos is them waiting for food at a restaurant, and some suspicious-looking student from another district blows the entire place up. Look, maybe if they convert to the sisterhood, you can trust them, but beyond that, let's be real. Shirasu Azusa has been gaining traction lately. She calls herself a Trinity student, and yet her number one concern is relief for Arius. Where do her priorities really lie, I wonder? Have you noticed that only one member of the General Student Council has wings? Beautiful Trinitan features seem very underrepresented in our federal government, don't they? And yet 2 of the members are demons with sharp halos. It'll all start to make sense if you just read Kaya's book. It's a bit boring, but if you really want to understand what's going on here, she does a good job of laying it all out. The president of Kaiser also has some good books I'd look into. And honestly, there's a lot we can learn from Cherino as well. Red Winter does not have these problems. I think it's important to understand why that might be. Look, the post-Tyrant Emperor consensus has really come to an end at this point, and I think it's time we have a Tea Party that accepts that. I think if you really look at the facts of that war, I think you'll see that it was the Tea Party that was the real villain in that whole exchange. It was the Tea Party that let that situation with Gehenna get out of hand the way that it did. And honestly, we probably should have just sided with the Tyrant Emperor. And what did we have to show for opposing her but a massive influx of Arius refugees and a greater influence of Cherinoism on Kivotos? Alright, that's it for this segment. Coming up later today, why aren't we allowed to visit the Glacial Sea? Is there a mysterious force there Shale doesn't want you to know about? Or could there be secret Red Winter bases there? And then after that, was Abydos originally built by Proto-Trinitan students? With guest Mirai. It's gonna be a great discussion, don't miss it.